Hello, I'm Major Chris Whipp, and this is the Apache Attack Helicopter.
When I was born, I was the 3,750,587,629th person alive on this planet. I don't know if you've seen those sort of websites, you can see what's your number. I had the same number as everyone on my birthday, so I think it's a little bit dodgy. Just over 40 years later, and the population exceeded 7 billion. And in the next 30 to 40 years, we're expected to exceed 10 billion. Never before has leadership been so important to human existence. Leadership affects every single walk of life. When we're in the playground at school, we pick leaders before anyone else decides. Every club, society has a leader. Ballets have a lead dancer. I'm not a ballet dancer. Every parent, uncle, aunt has a potential for leadership. Everyone has the potential to be a leader by example. But leadership changes as the population grows and our communication network shrinks, if you like, in terms of time now. With the increase in social networking, what you say in seconds can be heard by millions. That has changed the outlook and the emphasis on leadership. Gone is the day of the hierarchical command and control aspect of barking orders. We need a much looser approach now. We need to give empowerment to the front line, as it were, because they're the ones who need the immediacy of being able to make a decision. And that depends on the leader. That depends on the trust and the relationship between the leader. Now, if we look around, we can see the creativity of the human brain. And everything we see has come from someone's idea. Even some of the seemingly natural landscapes, I can't see many at the moment, but even some of the seemingly natural landscapes are actually the idea, the thought process of the human brain. But they are nothing without leadership. They remain an idea or just imagination. It's a leader that acts and does and makes things happen. Now, that can be the same brain, but often it's someone else who pulls ideas and decides which one to go with and makes them happen. Leadership is about action, not position. It doesn't matter what badge you wear. It didn't matter that I was a major. Rank slides were relevant. It's what you do with that position. It's your actions that denote whether you're a leader or not what it says on your door. Who's ever flown a plane? Yeah? Is there any pilots here? No one would admit it. Who's flown a little plane and done a loop-the-loop? Yeah? What was that?
Chipmunk at a
What?
Cessna.
Lovely. Chipmunk always smell, don't they? Were you a cadet? There you go. Meeting. When you do a loop in a chipmunk, it's quite easy, isn't it? Just get the speed up, put it back, and you go. In fact, probably maybe the first time you ever flew in a chipmunk, you did a loop. Yeah, exactly, me too. It nearly put me off flying for life. But it's, you know, it's not that difficult really. Of course you do it. How many of you flown a helicopter? Ever done a loop? It's kind of different. That's not camera trickery. I don't know if you've seen, that's the Lynx helicopter. I used to teach on that. Anyone seen Peter Farnborough and Biggin Hill and all that sort of stuff? Yeah, these things do go upside down. I used to say, you don't get in a Lynx, you strap it on. It's that responsive. You wear it. Think about going left. Not like Firefox, but you think about it, you do it. You know, you can go upside down these things, but it takes a lot of practice. I was lucky enough to be in the Blue Eagles, the Army Air Corps display team in 2003, co-piloting the Lynx. and as the first Apache display pilot in 2008. When you're learning aerobatics in a helicopter, you do it very high above the ground to start with, because if it goes a little bit wrong, you don't just roll out like you do in a chipmunk. Oh, whoops. You drop. Helicopters and planes are very different. Planes actually really want to fly. If you take the engine away, they still want to glide a bit. Most small aircraft, actually, I'm sure you'll back me up, you pretty much turn the engine off to land. You don't do that on a helicopter. When things fail on a helicopter, they mean it. You go down. And the only way to do aerobatics on a helicopter is to fully commit. When I wasn't fully committed, when I was learning and a bit tentative, I'd lose a few thousand feet because I wasn't committed. When you're displaying a couple of 100 feet above the ground in front of 100,000 people at Farnborough, one of them being your mother, you really don't want to lose a few thousand feet at that time. So yes, it concentrates the mind, but you concentrate because you're committed. It's everything we do. When we're committed, we really do it. And by doing it, we take people with us, which is valuable.